Hi Bhushan, how are you today?
I'm good. Thanks, Vaishnavi, for having me here.
No worries. So this is like your second day at the National Software Testing Conference, right?
Yes, that's my second day.
Yeah. How do you find the conference so
The
far?
conference is really doing well, and thanks for you guys for getting all the QA people
Yeah.
together at once, one roof,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the basic goal. I think it's sort of getting the community together so that we can all discuss what the current trends are and what the future really looks like for
Yeah.
software testing and QA. But yeah, like according to you, what has been like the session that stood out to you the most?
Yeah, I think the first one after the keynote where people talk about quality and quality versus
Yeah,
speed, right?
yeah,
Because people today are still old-fashioned thinking about testing, but
yeah.
now that has shifted, and now it is more of quality engineering, and then there's no specific testing function, right? So
Yeah,
you call it as an engineer. We call it ourselves as engineer in our
yeah,
organization. So the focus where we are going involving is more of an engineering space and not
yeah,
only testing. So
yeah,
that was a beautiful one which I
yeah.
loved. Yeah, and we had our
Amazing.
manager speak
Oh,
today as
nice.
well. Yeah,
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 amazing. So
yeah,
how
yeah.
did that go?
Yeah, that really went. So
Yeah,
how the perception of quality assurance is changing, right?
yeah.
So there's like we are kind of maturing day by day, right? So
Mm,
we
mm.
painted a picture like what we are as an organization we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned maturing day by day. I think the role of AI itself is like such a like an elephant in the room, and
Yeah.
I wanted to get like your opinion on considering AI as well. But what are the tools and technologies that you see, in your opinion, emerging in the field of software testing and QA?
Yeah. So being in the field for 15 years now,
Hmm.
I've seen writing test cases on a Word document to now kind of automated generation via AI, right? So there's kind of continuous evolvement, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to pick three kind of themes. Let's say one is trend in people, process, and tools. Let's say three themes. So from a people perspective, right? I think as I earlier spoke about quality engineering, right? So now we're calling more of T-shaped skills. So
Yeah.
as an engineer, right, you need to have domain expertise, but need to kind of orchestrate on multiple areas as well, right? So that's one. So we call it as quality engineer, right?
Yeah.
And then in terms of processes, you could see that now we are more focusing on developer productivity, engineering productivity. So how we measure productivity, because if
Yeah.
the engineer is able to kind of do things quicker, we are able to kind of ship things faster, right?
Yeah.
So those are the things that we look in on the process. And in terms of tools, right, as you said, AI, ML, right? So we need to be really careful in calling AI, ML, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of models built out there. People have not actually kind of having what validations, quality around it, right? So we in our space are really careful in choosing what ML, and AI space that
Yeah.
we are going to use on. So
Yeah.
we're going to start using only on defect prediction, automated test case generation, and there are a lot of other variations, right? Then there is a bit of data analytics, data science, where you can blend all of these things to kind of data-driven insights and
Yeah.
bring in more quality. So these are
Yeah.
the three areas that I see that are going to be trending in the
Yeah.
future.
And if there were like, let's say, three top tips that you'd like to give to early professionals who are trying to, get up to speed or make sure that they are in line with all the evolving trends right now, what would that be?
So first thing is get the foundation right? Because
Yeah.
if a newbie comes in, right, they're just focused on whatever new bits are, right? So first get the foundation, get understanding what testing and quality means, and then blend it with all the other evolving technologies, tools, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Any domain, right? Even
Yeah.
blockchain, fintech, healthcare, everywhere, right? So I think getting the basics foundation, understanding and blending that with tools and technologies will kind of evolve as an engineer.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your tips and also for being on the 31 Media podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
No worries.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah. Good day.